Hey guys, it's Gothic Sunman again, and welcome to the new Top 10 of Wednesday. No fancy introduction? Yeah, because I thought, fuck it, I'm wearing a hoodie. And it's summer. How does that make any damn sense? Today we're doing the Top 10 Lost Episode Creepypastas. I know what you're gonna say.
Hey, someone else already did this list. That means you're ripping them off.
Oh yes, following your logic, that means when one person does that kind of list, that means no one else can do it. Just like when people complain about how some Let's Players play similar games to other Let's Players. Look, just because some people have similar topics and videos does not mean they're ripping them off. So, shut the fuck up. For this list, we're going for lost episodes from series that already exist. And no, I'm not going to talk about the creepypasta called Lost Episodes. That is not a Lost Episode creepypasta. That explores the origins of Lost Episode creepypastas, but I myself do not consider a Lost Episode creepypasta because it's not focusing on a Lost Episode. I consider it more of a really good written creepypasta, just not a Lost Episode creepypasta, even though it's called Lost Episode. Take that for what you will. Well, so one per franchise, just to spice things up a bit. Let's get started, shall we? With probably the most cliche pieces of shit ever. But hey, let's move on! America's Funniest Videos Banned Episode. This is a creepypasta not many people talk about because it feels, well, not very realistic. I like a little bit of realism in my pasta, thank you. It goes with Tom, the host of the series, talking blah blah blah, then he goes to it's apparently a Christmas special, and they go to a bunch of clips. As the clips follow, they get more gruesome and disturbing, with fucking old ladies eating glass ornaments and some shit. It's just there's not a lot of realism in this pasta, and I like a little bit of realism in this pasta. But I only put it as number 10 because of that, so take that for what you will. PewDiePie.exe. Yes, a PewDiePie Lost Episode creepypasta. You're probably thinking, it's the biggest cliche piece of shit ever, and it's probably just like the one I read, like years ago. Back when I first started this channel, I used to do creepypasta readings, and the first one was just me with a webcam. You can probably see that right here. That's not the creepypasta I'm talking about, though. This one is actually quite different, and decently well written. It's just not the best. But I think it's the best Lost Episode creepypasta based on a YouTuber. Keep this up, and you might get a cookie. Dills Origin. This one explores the origin of Dill. Apparently there was a writer that not many of her episodes really got used for Rugrats. It's not that they weren't good, it's just there were episodes that were better and they went for those and decided to use hers for later, but they really couldn't. Because there were more episodes that were better than her scripts, so they decided to go for those scripts and wait till they had to use hers later. Apparently this person wrote one last episode called Dills Origin. Actually, it was just called Dill. The creepypasta is called Dills Origin, but the video itself in the pasta is called Dill. It shows Tommy, who's basically been starving for days, just sitting in his high chair. The house that Dee Dee lives in, who is the mother of the Rugrats, the mother of Tommy anyway. Mugger, what the hell? And she's trying to feed a baby fetus a bottle. This baby fetus is meant to represent Dill, because apparently this writer that I just mentioned not too long ago, basically like 5 seconds ago, apparently had a stillborn child, and she wanted to base an episode off of that. I'd watch it. I want to see what the fetus looks like, because you don't know, fetuses have different shapes and stuff. Yeah. Like how far in the womb was this fetus growing? Like 3 months, 4 months, 8 months? Was it this close from being complete? I need the details! Courage the Cowardly Dog Lost Episode. A very bland name, yes I know, but I think it's actually a decently written pasta. It just doesn't need all the blood. It shows Eustace, the husband of Muriel, killing Muriel. Oh goody! We're off to a great start. Step back, dog! You made me look bad! And I don't know, some weird shit. Just at the hospital, Eustace pops out of thin air, literally, just like a YouTube effect. He's there. And then he cuts the oxygen tank with Muriel, and then he just disappears. And then Muriel turns into a pile of rotting meat. Don't know how the fuck that happened, but hey, it just happened. And then Courage had to bury her. Tom and Jerry Lost Cartoon. Apparently this is part of a mini-series of a few shorts that I don't know the man's name, but apparently he made a few other Tom and Jerry cartoons that actually do exist, just not this one. These other shorts that, I'm not going to mention because I don't know any of them, are apparently a lot more disturbing in content. And there was a rumor going around that the guy who wrote these other episodes did not like the concept of Tom and Jerry and wanted to make people suffer by watching these. I don't fucking know, some weird backstory. If you don't like it, why the fuck did you write episodes for it, man? And apparently this one was called Tom's Basement, the last one that this creepypasta is based on, where apparently there are a bunch of dead bodies in the basement. I don't know how the fuck you didn't find that. And it's not Tom that kills them, no. It's fucking Jerry. It's shut up! And then Nettie episode 34. Apparently... Shut up! Apparently, inside the list of episodes, there actually is no episode for episode 34 in Ed, Ned, Nettie. So that's, I guess, that's where the influence of this creepypasta came to be. Or maybe it's not a creepypasta. It's like a montage of fucked up situations that each of the characters have to go through. Johnny's swallowing Naz's head for some fucking reason. A muscular hairy Rolf is fisting a cow. I didn't know he rolled that way, but Rolf, you weirdo. I always knew there was something off about Rolf, but not this off. Every character's going through a weird situation that's obviously fucked up. I have no idea. I think Jimmy was going through something with his teeth, because he has that thing, the retainer. It's oddly shaped.
My Little Pony Cupcakes.
Now, just to be clear, I am not a brony. I feel like every time I have to mention My Little Pony, I have to mention the fact I'm not a brony. Because I feel like people are going to assume that I am one just because I talk about My Little Pony. You know how sensitive the internet is. This creepypasta is apparently a fan fiction, actually. It's not like written as a lost episode creepypasta. It's written more like a fan fiction. We're in this situation. Apparently, the character Pinkie Pie traps Rainbow Dash and rips her up and makes her a secret ingredient for cupcakes. And apparently, she's been doing this a lot recently. Pinkie Pie, I always knew there was something fucked up about you. I just didn't know what. And now I know. Dead Barts. This creepypasta is based on the series The Simpsons, which apparently they're going to have a big marathon of every Simpsons episode that ever came on TV, on Fox or FXX, I'm sorry. But I don't think I have that channel, and I don't think I have the patience to sit through all that. So, and I have a life. Thank you very much. I mean, I barely have one, but I can say I have one to an extent. Apparently, Bart dies. Oh shit! And it's meant to show the progression of the depression that the family goes through. Apparently, they starve themselves at one point, but they don't die. They go to a grave. They go to Bart's grave. And Homer's a jackass and makes a joke during the situation. Apparently, but you can't hear the joke. Too soon, Homer. Too soon. Squidward suicide. Squidward is always a punching bag in SpongeBob because he just had enough. I don't know why, but a lot of people really like this creepypasta. I mean, I like it to an extent, but I don't think it's the best Lost Episode creepypasta. Hence the term number 2. In this Lost Episode creepypasta, Squidward goes up to a clarinet concert, and after he performs, everybody boos at him with realistic eyes. Now, I don't get that part, but take that for what you will. And even SpongeBob, which is totally out of character, but I don't know what the fuck's going on with the sponge these days, so it may or may not be out of character now. I don't know. Maybe back then it was out of character. Fuck, I don't know. And then Squidward kills himself. Suicide is not a joke. There's one part in the creepypasta right before Squidward's ends his life, let's say, or attempts I think suicide may be a part in this somehow, but I don't know. But right before he does it, apparently there's a voice telling him to do it. I don't know why, but every time I hear that, I just think of some guy going,
Yeah, do it. I am going to do it. Yeah, do it. I am going to do it.
And number 1, the best Lost Episode creepypasta is Suicide Mouse. I think this one is the best, and many consider it the forefather of Lost Episode creepypastas. It shows a depressed Mickey Mouse walking down a street, and later on the screen goes black for 3 minutes. But when he comes back, Mickey's actually smirking, and there's a scream going on in the background. And then the buildings in the background begin to warp, and his face begins to melt, and all this crazy shit. Why did Minnie leave me? Oh, why did she leave me for that fat ass pig? Oh, I don't know what's going on in my life. Or Disney just doesn't give a fuck. Oh, true suffering is not known. Oh. Shut up, Mickey! Don't make me get the cage, you bitch! Or don't make me get Gajiel. For all of you who get that reference, a cookie goes to you. Now, there's my list of the top 10 Lost Episode creepypastas. Hope you guys enjoyed this video was probably really lackluster. I hope not anyway. I'm sorry. I really am. Like, maybe favorite, and subscribe if you want to see some more. I make videos every day. And remember, we all see fish in the ceiling at least once in our lives.